Welcome, everybody. We are live streaming on my YouTube channel. I appreciate everybody jumping on here today. And for those of you that want to make money, we're going to help you do that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and record the computer, put the recording on my computer so then I can also upload it to Facebook. Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy. I am the owner of Get Fearless Freedom. We have relaunched my platform of 4 years. In 2019, I decided to launch this member-to-member, peer-to-peer business platform, and it's helped many, many lives, including my own. It's a very automated system, but we like to show people that we're here, we're transparent, we're on Facebook, we have a Facebook group, I have a YouTube channel, we have emails that go out to get people onto these Zooms. So here is a question for you right now. How did you find out about this Zoom in particular tonight? We're going to take a poll. We're going to just put it in the chat. If you got an email, can you put in email? If you got a Facebook, put in a Facebook message, just so that we can show you guys exactly how you got onto this Zoom. All right, cool. And don't be shy. This is one thing about me. I won't bite your head off. I can't do that through the Zoom. So this is a participation Zoom. I want you guys to know you can ask me any questions. You can, of course, join once we do get finished, and I'll show you guys how to do that too. It's super, super cool. So I wanted simplicity for my life. And so when I launched this platform, I wanted something where I had unlimited pages. So in internet marketing, okay, we're going to talk some terms here tonight. If you're not familiar with internet marketing and affiliate marketing, it is probably the easiest, low cost business you can ever get into. And I'm going to tell you guys my horror stories. Sometimes you'll think it's like, wow, I can't believe she's been, self-employed for 35 years, but I have. Okay. So prior to the network marketing space and the internet marketing space, my husband and I actually ran 2 Mexican restaurants, and we got that out of our system in our 40s. And then we also had a mortgage broker business for about 15 years. We had 22 loan officers working for us for 15 years. And then the 9/11 came and the crash came. And so I can say, I'm safe to say that I've been over and over and over again, from zero to millionaire to zero to millionaire. It's like, oh my gosh, once you know how to do it, you can do it over and over and over again. That saying is true. So what I've been able to do is teach other people how to make money online. And it's a huge, huge industry. We all know there's other opportunities that you guys could be listening to here tonight, but you're here with us, and that means a lot to me. I just want you guys to just understand that if I do talk in terms that you're not quite understanding, you'll learn it. It took me a couple years to understand what is a sales funnel, what is AWeber, what is an automated system, things like that, to make your life easier. But I'm going to fast forward you here tonight so that you can make that decision on whether you want to work with us. Okay. So again, I've owned this since 2019, and I just decided, well, I want something that's super simple. If I have other offers, I'll be able to use it for other offers. So the cool part about Get Fearless Freedom, and a lot of people don't understand this, is that it's actually a hybrid opportunity, which means you can, yes, resell Get Fearless Freedom, $200, $500, and $1,000. Most popular, of course, is of $1,000, because everybody wants to make the $1,000 sales. But the cool part about it is, if you want to use the opportunity for other income streams that you have, you can join at the 200. And you can get just the sales portion, the sales funnel part of it. Now, where we're going to talk about tonight is the middle level, the 500 level, which is for the Craigslist. I'm going to go ahead and make Mary Beth my co-host tonight, just so that if you see anybody coming on and I happen to miss anybody letting them on, you'll be able to let them on. Is that okay, Mary Beth? I appreciate it. All right, cool. Mary Beth and I have worked together for like going on 9 years now. So we've been around for quite a while, working together in this industry, in this space. And it's honestly one of my most favorite business opportunities. Like I said, I've owned restaurants, I've owned, mortgage broker companies, but those places I actually had to go into to make the money. Does that make sense? Like I had to physically drive there, go to the restaurant, and then go to the mortgage broker company, and then sit there and have employees. Here, I don't have any overhead. I don't have any employees. We have affiliates, and so it's a shift at that, in that space of that mentality, like, oh my gosh, I don't have anybody to have to go and say, hey, you want to get going today? Like that's what Bob used to have to say all the time to the mortgage broker, to the loan officers, and then we had 2 loan processors, like I said. So here we can take this laptop, my phone, go anywhere. We're planning a trip up again to the mountains this weekend. I just said to Bob, hey, you want to hop in the truck? Let's go. Yep, we're going. I mean, that's the beauty of an internet-based business. And so for 12 years, of course, this has shifted, right? And now we have Zooms, we have Facebook. Like when I started, and when Mary Beth and I started that many years ago, we didn't know anything about social media. Like we actually started with bulk emailing, like Mary Beth and I did. Like we learned, remember Little Ticket to Wealth? Like we're going way back here tonight. You know what I mean? I feel like going a little bit into the history of our career, because it has literally almost like been able to quadruple and get money come to us faster. Does that make sense to everybody tonight? Like we have a solo ad resource. I run traffic. Like this is why people are coming to the Zoom, because they got an email notification. We didn't have that technology back when Mary Beth and I started. So like, don't take it lightly here. And then I also didn't have a Craigslist auto reply tool back then when I started. I didn't know about these certain things and these tools. So now in 2023, obviously we do. And that is the cool part. Now, of course, I am a little old fashioned, so I still like to talk to people and, get people on the Zooms and, things like that, and just discuss things and communicate this way. But it's so cool because you don't have to if you don't want to. Like I just had a member just tell me today, she just joined at the 1000. She said, sorry, Tammy, I can't jump on the Zoom tonight. I've already got my system all set up. I said, hey, that's fine. This is voluntary. This is optional. The more people come to the Zooms, the more they understand and learn about it, right? So this here is not something that's required, just so you guys know. All of the training, all of the information is honestly in the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. And I'll show you that. Okay. Everybody with me so far? Am I explaining it too fast, too slow? Just let me know. All right. So we got Rocky coming on. All right. So I was listening to Jim Rohn. Like I said, I found something easy and duplicatable, and I didn't stop. Okay. That's one thing that you want in your life, is something that's duplicatable, that's literally consistent. There's another word, and that you can focus on and that you can do over and over and over again. Now, do some people get bored with their opportunity? Sure. And that's fine too, because you know what, with Get Fearless Freedom, you'll never get bored. I never get bored, because the cool part about the back office, which you'll find out, is that you can create unlimited pages, which is another way, fancy way to get people onto your list, so you'll never get bored. Okay. So you can use it for any opportunity. And that's the thing with Get Fearless Freedom. You can actually use these funnels, because we have 5 different bridge pages. So let's say you have 5 different income streams, which I don't know about you, but I just like one. I mean, like 200, 500,000. I mean, I'm having $2,000 days. Again, results are based upon your effort. I can't ever state income claims here, but I'm sponsoring between, and people know it, 1 to 4 to 5 people a day. My son and I work together. All right. So I'm onboarding people, and I'm onboarding people for members. Like yesterday, was it yesterday? Today's Wednesday. When did we go to the casino, Rob? I think it was when I was helping Lori, that's on here. And then I did a 3-way with Lori on Facebook, talk again about, we didn't have these tools before, but I closed her sale. So I'll close your sale for you. I've said this to people time and time again, lean on me. I mean, I have the experience. Rob and I have the experience. So yesterday, was it yesterday or Monday, Rob? We went to the casino. See, the thing is, you can do this business anywhere. as long as you have that internet connection, right? We all know that. So the cool part about it was I said, hey, Lori, you just got a payment of 500. She's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you. There you go. She's sitting right there right now in her backyard, right? Wasn't that fun to get that $500? So see, the cool thing is this price point is for anyone that's looking for a home-based business. This price point is for you. $200, $500, $1,000, you know, doing that $1,000 and $500 a couple times a day, that can get rid of your boss if you have one. You can get rid of your job if you don't want it anymore. You know what I mean? So since 2019, like I said, this system's helped a lot of people. And like I said, we still have it in the back office where you can use it for other opportunities. Okay. I want to be clear on that because a lot of people will say, you know, can it be used for other things? Yes, it can. That's the cool part, because then your target market can be anyone in any of these network marketing companies that are going around viral right now. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And they're making maybe $7 commissions, $25 commissions. It's sometimes sad because I'm like, wow, for the same amount of effort, the same amount of time, they could have made $1,000. Wow, are you kidding me right now? You know, I get so passionate about it because Lori's like, that's a nice chunk of money. $500 days. You know, who's a good, Lori's into math here. And how many is that in a month that you need, you know, to make $6,000, $10,000 a month, right? Do the math, 10 people, 10 grand. You got to make how much effort, how much time and energy to get to $10,000 when you have a comp plan that's $25 commissions, $15 commissions, whatever it is. It's just crazy, right?
You won't get there quick.
No. And I'm telling you right now, when you need money, like it's oxygen, like we all know, everybody needs money. Like money is like everywhere. You go to the store. Rob and I went to the store. We picked up a few things. How much come to, Rob?
$98.26. We picked up one item.
Yeah, that's about it. $98.26. See, he's got it down to the change. So anyway, Rob, you want to play the video? Should we play the video that you did? And then we'll show the Craigslist part, the portion, and you do such a great job of the presentation. We'll give you guys the whole ball of wax tonight. How's that sound? Because there is like certain parts of Give Fearless Freedom. Like the thing is when I start showing my back office, I get in there and then I like lose myself because I love it so much, because I'm like, this is my hub. This is how I make money. And this is how I can show you guys how to make the money. But I'm going to give my son the wheel, so to speak, right now. And if you want to, Rob, you can tell him the reason why you quit your job. Okay. Because Rob's full time with me. And I'm so proud of him because he's 28 years old. He's full time with me. We help people. We're just so thrilled that I decided to, in February, relaunch this platform because it's helping so many people. People are just crushing it. You know what I mean with it right now. Oh, by the way, I do have a contest, and Mary Beth and Rob are actually the top right now. They're going to be getting some special coinage from me. I don't believe in leaderboards. I actually believe in giving out prizes. So here's some of the prizes right here. Whoever wants to be at the top. You can keep kind of coming along. You guys see that? Is that okay? You guys can see that okay? Anyway, Mary Beth and Rob are the top right now. So hey, we still got people to take over the challenge. And then in 90 days, you guys will be able to understand who's gonna get the prize. Yeah, Ann loves them too. So Ann's gonna be right there alongside Robin and Mary Beth. Did I make you co-host, buddy?
I am co-host.
Okay, cool. All right.
Let me see here.
Yeah, we're sort of doing a Wednesday night blitz. We usually do Saturdays, but I said, you know what? We're going to get a bunch of people. Hey, look I can send out. You guys want to see where I send out the emails so that everybody can get on a Zoom at once? As the best technology I've had in the 12 years of ever doing anything. If I wanted to get a team meeting to go right now, watch. All I'd have to do is watch this. I'll share it real quick. I log into my back office, and this is what you guys would get when you join. When you join the person that brought you here tonight, how I close your sales, and of course, Messenger and this. These are two places in the Facebook group. And I send out a little email going like this. like ready for tomorrow or ready for Saturday. And this is what I did. And then I type a little ditty, right, in the email and say, jump on. And this is how we got 25 people, boom, just like that tonight. Isn't that amazing technology? And you can have it too. I only charge $47 a month. That's it. 47 a month for this whole service back here, hosting unlimited pages, everything. So I'll have Rob go through that. But isn't that a cool technology? I just love it. And it's putting tons and tons of money in everybody's pockets. So, okay, Rob, go ahead.
All right. So what I always ask myself is what makes me repeatedly come back to a product or service that I enjoy and I could get paid from. And so when we created Get Fearless Freedom 4 years ago, and it's going 5, and then of course the background of 12 plus years in industry, 30 plus years self-employed for my mother, and over almost basically my whole life of what they've been self-employed as I've worked jobs, I've worked for people, and then I worked for myself. And yourself is your biggest actual boss that you'll ever have, because it's either going to motivate you to take action tonight, or it's going to procrastinate and throw a left part of your brain off, or your right part of your brain, or whatever part of your brain. So when I look at myself and I go, you know what, I may not be a public speaker, I may not be perfect, and I know I'm talking in front of 30 whatever plus people, and then my mom has these recordings and they're out to the masses, and I start to look at it, I'm like, when you have a program that that you're seeing the company owner to that way, so there you go, my mother, co-owner, myself in the background, and we have an amazing programmer and everything. And then you have your sponsor that brought you here, that you'll be joining tonight. And I start to look at the community that it's built out, and I just go, can I pinch myself? Can I pinch my Apple Watch? Maybe no. That don't have feelings. That's okay. There we go. All right, I'm pinching myself. I feel it. And I start to see the community being grown, being like, wow, this is awesome, because the vision is that very thing I first said, is the service, the product people want to keep returning to. And so when we put this together and we put the 7-minute video together, and I'm pumped tonight personally, and this is my energy, I'm in my own zone, and I'm trying to exude it on you guys and tell you that, look, it is one of the best, greatest life changers that I've seen happen in a long time, because it's simplicity, the mission behind of what we're doing, the reason, the all the software features, how it can help your existing business, if you do have one that's an existing business, how you can expand upon it because of the creativity that we offer, the way you can create different cacher pages, bridge pages, and we've done it just a little bit better. Okay, so we did this where we wanted to get in, and show people that, when the first iPhone came out, everyone got wowed, and they people get wowed every week, it seems, by the newest product, this and this and that, but they don't look at the longevity of these things. They don't look at, oh, okay, has it been backed by 30 years of experience of entrepreneurship? Has it been, vetted by other top marketers? Has it been able to, bring in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions in people's pockets? And so when you start to look at that, and when we brought together this community that keeps winning, that's why we have this product, right? And so I'm pumped. Mom's like, where are you at? I'm like, Mom, I'm at the gym right now. And I was just pumping some iron, I'm just like getting into the gym, and I've lost 45 pounds in 1 year because of this program, because I've had the time freedom. I've packed on over near 20 pounds of muscle. I have literally, I can wake up knowing that I can help another human being have that freedom too. And then knowing that I don't have to go back to potentially being stabbed at my job again at the Verizon job. And if no one's heard that before, okay, it's like, it's crazy. It's a crazy one, but 2017, I'll make it short and I'll get into, really a little bit more, and then I'll hand the mic back to my mother. But it's like I'll never forget it. It was about eight. I'll never forget really the time. It was like 8:29. It was a couple like 30 minutes before close, and there's three young guys. I was 21 years old. Their age at the report of the police was 16, 19, and 20. And they all had some form of either like a knife, like baton looking sort of thing in their back pocket. And they also had something that everyone has, fists. Okay. So they came into my Verizon store, robbed me at my job. I was the only guy working at my job. Verizon corporate never fixed a thing. They seen the police report. They seen me yelling at them. They seen the whole thing go down, where they had their knives that they broke the phone case out, or they broke the phone and stole it. One guy's telling me, hey, what's about the newest iPhone 8? And here, dumb me, I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe I'm naive a little bit at the time. I'm like, oh, well, it's got this feature, but to be honest, let's just come back tomorrow and ask me about that question. Well, they had it methodically planned out. They stole 4 phones from the store. Verizon wrote it off as a loss. They never rehired 2 people to close the store. And they basically said criminals win and the customer or the employee does not matter. And so I'm doing a little exposure of the corporate world, but it's the total truth. They don't care about you. You care about you. You care about your own self. That's right. So you're the only person that can fix and change anything in your life. And that is why we had Get Fearless Freedom. So if you continually come to the Zooms and you've never taken action before, I recommend it, because I personally quit the next following week at my Verizon job. That's what I did. I didn't know what I was going to do for money. I didn't know. But I started networking. I started building an account. I started being on Facebook. Mary Beth knows this. Ann knows this. I started being myself. I started being positive, loving, caring, and what I knew that people would appreciate me for, not a corporate job. So I started doing that. I started taking action. I started inviting people to the offer. I got them on the Zoom. I go, hey, you like my personality, I like yours, let's get along. And I just met a brand new friend, by the way, Mom, at the gym. He's a workout guy. He actually nice guy. I got his contact info. Oh my gosh, yes, I got the number.
You did?
My new brother. I got a new brother friend.
Wow.
So I got his number.
You make friends everywhere.
I do. And and that's
I've taught you well.
That's going to be your biggest asset, is you protect your energy, but you still show the world what you're made of. And that's what you do. You get out there and you get going. And so it's not a motivational call. It's not a rah-rah, but it's what made me move to get Fearless Freedom. Right? Honestly, because when I start seeing all these programs pop up, oh, I got this MLM, this MLM, and that different type of product, guys. I was like, well, we got to get something. I told my mom, I'll never forget, we got to help these people just like I'm helping people. How I help them with different types of phones they liked. We got to have something that can work with any business, still keep in our own zone, still be able to make money within the program, and have the hottest, flexible stuff back there, for anyone to understand. And that's why we built it. And the reason why I really love, and I think you guys have already probably seen the video, the 7-minute video, and they probably have, Mom, so I don't need to, necessarily play that, but
that's okay. Actually, let's take a poll. Let's hear who's heard and who hasn't heard it, because there's some people that skip their homework, because if you see in the email, it says, please listen to 7-minute video first before the Zoom. But let's see how many people need to hear it. Let's see how many people. I've watched it twice. Okay. Charles Hudson says. Okay.
All right.
Who else? Who else wants to talk tonight? I watched it. Okay. Cool. Well, then we might not have to play it.
So when I look out, and I'm so grateful for the fact that you have a vision, and then your vision attracts tribes, attracts people. And when you look at billionaires, you look at millionaires, you look at people that are really highly successful, is they don't do it alone. And when I was working out with my new friend, he's telling me, he's like, oh, I can't believe it. You know, you've lost 45 pounds in 1 year. And I'm looking at him and he's this like brick house, like total built guy, but he's even encouraging me. And guess what, guys? Now I have people that are looking at me and they go, Robert, I can't believe it. One of my best friends I have in Las Vegas, her boyfriend goes, I can't believe it, Robert, you're looking like this now. And you know how guys are, we compliment each other behind our backs. That's how us guys, the gentleman here, that's how we do it. You know, we just compliment. We're not always forward about it. So, you know, it's like, this is what the community is now, I'm feeling, is we're helping. Mary Beth's helping her people. She's expanding about, it's like a blossom of a flower. And, you know, you have my mother, you have all these great people on here that are finding their tribe because they're finding ability finally to help these people properly. Because there's not a lot of like proper guidance, you know, on when it comes to this online stuff, Mom. And so that's why we wanted to do this. So
True.
anyone like kind of newer on the Zoom, is there any potentially you could just type a number 3? I love number 3s. Any number 3 if you're fairly new, recently joined, or brand new. So just number 3, it'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
we'd like to show everybody
Just
how
like
many
to, you know,
people we
welcome
have.
you.
We've
Yeah.
had 7, actually 8. Today's Wednesday. We've had 9 new members, and that's in a high ticket space. So it's huge explosive growth. That's the reason why I'm doing these more like a Wednesday and then a Saturday again, is because we're having so many people come on. And so like I'll tell some people there's no way I can get back to you the same day. Like connect with your sponsor, get with the person that you joined, because my whole thing is to make sure everybody's getting the sales on board. But yes, Rob, you're right. What we've done here is we've made a platform to not just have like that back office, like, you know, like a lot of the other companies have, where they can't reach out, they can't get any help. And that was one of the pet peeves I had when I started, you know, back 12 years ago, is like, I sent off $3,500 to a guy and he gave me one page, said, Tammy, go to it, figure it out. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea how to even get traffic. Now I'm running traffic for people. You know what I mean? So there's that learning curve that I took, like Rob's saying tonight, and how he's learning and how he's bringing people on. And then all of a sudden, boom, fast forward. And it's a lot easier for you guys because we have the knowledge to show you guys exactly where to get the traffic, how to get your sales funnel set up. It's all done for you. See?
Right. Very
so
true.
that is the cool part about it. So I'm
If
going
we
to
could rename the wording below, I always go our motto. And for newer people, thank you for being on, new folks. But what I really love about this is, if I could like put a motto, every company kind of has their motto in ways they do. But you know, when I look at it, I just look at, it's almost like if I could type out, Mom, we are not your typical internet marketing company. We get to the point. So it's like these products that you guys will get, you know, the best part, when I started looking at you know, when I started looking around on how to capture even an email, I found
people
that
don't
was
even have the basic pages like this online. How many people have a capture page if you're in a current business right now? How many? And I'm, of course, members, you can't, we already know you do. But here, if you're not a member, how do you have a capture page online to collect your leads if you're in a current business? Do you have one? Or did the company just give you a replicated site? I just like to see a poll.
like an affiliate link. They typically will do.
Yeah. Does anyone want to volunteer so I can show you how to do it correctly? Because there's a right way and a wrong way to build a 6-figure empire. And if you're into building 7-figure empire, great. There's differences. There's where some people have made zilch online. And then there's some people that are sort of intermediate. And then we got the little bit more advanced. And then we got the super advanced. Like that's all they do is all day long, just drive traffic, right? That's our membership here. So we have all the way from the newbie to not even really knowing how to hook up a system to then having the advanced. So with these Zooms, we have just the variations. Just don't worry about it. If you're just new and you're starting to learn about it and you just heard about Get Fearless Freedom, you're in the right place. Because like I said, a lot of people don't even know what this is. I'm finding out. And I thought a lot of people, when they come online, they at least have seen a capture page. So even if you forgot, you went to a capture page of one of my members here on the Zoom and you entered your email address. This was step one. So whether you saw it on Facebook, YouTube, Craigslist, wherever, you entered your email address and then you went to a page. This is my page, for example. Okay, so if it's Mary Beth and whoever it is on here that brought you here, Rob, then you would have seen like an introduction to them. And then you would have saw a page like this, which by the way is changing again, my colors. We're going to like a really nice dark sort of gray, black background. And then you would have saw the 7-minute video. And then you would have clicked join. And this is how you register your account. So see how that's so simple? And then we teach you guys how to do that. So we teach you guys how to, guys and gals, sorry, I'm just from New York, upstate New York. But we teach you how to place those ads. This is my Craigslist account. Now don't try to get, if you're not a part of Get Fearless Freedom, because I've had a lot of people, and I know I'm still live on my YouTube, so I try not to show too much, but I got some people that are trying to take like the ad wording, okay? If you're not in Get Fearless Freedom, please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's irritating to me. But if you are in Get Fearless Freedom, obviously you can use some of the wording. You want to change it a little bit, because with Craigslist, I'll go into specifics, and there's a whole 1-hour training, by the way, in the back office of my Get Fearless Freedom. It's in the back here. There's a whole 1-hour training in the mastery section of the Craigslist. It's right here. I just uploaded a brand new one. There's literally a new video for 2023 in every section of this. There's some good evergreen training back here, but there's a lot of good new stuff back here because we updated it when we relaunched. But all you need to have is this right here, 6 steps, and you can get on Craigslist tonight. And I'm telling you right now, I've made a lot of money. Not only do we make money with Get Fearless Freedom on Craigslist, because you can see how many ads I have up, but we also can buy and sell other things on Craigslist. And it's actually one of my guys' favorite places to liquidate their merchandise, because we have an inventory merchandise business. Rob and Bob have that together.
Part
Bob
of
is
the
my husband.
500 level as well. You get access to.
Yes, you
work
get
your
access to
time.
learn how to do that at the 500 level. So this is one of our little secrets because I'm not a huge Facebook social media person. I learned how to do Craigslist, and I learned how to do, like I was telling everybody in the beginning, like Mary Beth and I learned how to do bulk emailing, which, by the way, I'm going to have a class on that coming up. I love bulk emailing, and there's a way to do it properly. You cannot upload a bunch of leads to Aweber. It's not how it gets done. You'll get shut down. I'm sorry to say, but if you ever try to do that, I've talked to Ann about this, especially recently, you will get your Aweber or Get Response shut down if you all of a sudden try to, boom, upload a bulk email list. It just don't work. Aweber will get mad. There is a proper way to do it. There's a proper way to do bulk emailing. There's permission-based emailing, okay? So, but I will do that. But tonight, I just wanted to show you guys that Craigslist is one of my favorite ways to generate leads. I get it on auto reply all the time. So let me show you that process. So far, everybody's with me, right? You have a capture page, you have a sales page, and at this point, you haven't spoke to anybody. Like, I get sales, I woke up to one today. Hey, Tammy, I zelled you, texted me, boom. I'm always just focusing on my front end funnel, okay? And I teach my affiliates to do this. I mean, why? I mean, we don't have to talk to anybody. We're not over on Facebook messaging people and doing all that sort of silly stuff, because we got things to do. We got places to go, you know? I just focus 90 minutes and that's it. And I'm on and off. So let me see here. 1 second. I'm just looking at some of the comments. All right, cool. So no questions quite yet. All right. So that's one of my ads. And this is what would happen. So let's say a person lands on this, they open up, they're going to hit reply. So watch what happens from here. Little email portal comes up and they go like this. your email folder will come up and it'll say like this, and they'll say, hey, whoops, I'm on live, so more info. And then they click send. And then I go into this one. You can always see it's going to take a couple minutes for it to load in there. I'm on Anne's list. You can see she sent out to her list. These are all the people, by the way. I'm on everybody's list. So you can see that, let's say you were brought here by Frank. Well, at the end of the Zoom tonight, you can go and hit the big blue button, click learn more, and that's how you would sign up with Frank, for example, quote unquote. So anyway, here's the Craigslist. This is what would come into that person's inbox. Okay, everybody follow that so far? So have I talked to anybody yet on Craigslist? No, I haven't had to text them, speak to them, nothing. That person that just hit reply to my ad will get this. They'll get this email from me automatically while I'm out doing whatever I want to do. We went shopping today. I got groceries. Things like that, while people are replying to my advertising.
That's
like
the coolest.
It's the coolest thing. And then they get this nice right here, they get this nice little ditty. I call it ditty. And then they click on that link, which then goes to my capture page, which then I'm doing what? I'm collecting the email to get people onto a presentation like this. And possibly some of you on here are from a Craigslist ad. See, a lot of people are replying and they're asking for information all over the place, right? All over the internet. Well, you got on the list somehow, and that's how you got on it if you forgot. Does a lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about? Maybe you did come from a Craigslist ad. Maybe you did come from an email. Okay, because I do solo emails, solo ads for people. Maybe you got here from Facebook. Facebook is great, but there's a lot of sea of different trainings and things like that from Facebook. But I'm specifically talking about how to get in people's emails. Does that make sense? Because email marketing has made me a lot of money. And guess what? You don't have to follow up with your emails. Again, I do it. I do it daily. I do it daily for everybody on here. Who can attest for the fact that I'm emailing your leads? You guys back me up on that. Anyone that's a member, just put a 7 and say, yeah, Tammy, you send out for my leads all the time. I mean, it happens all the time. I do it daily. I think last week I did it 2 times in one day because we had, I think it was for Saturday Zooms, because we usually pack out Saturday Zooms too. So, and I always put those in there. But yeah, isn't that cool? So at no point have you or I had to speak to anybody, you know? So they're getting to know, like, and trust you. That's another big thing in the industry, know, like, and trust, and boom, $500 cash apps. As soon as they pay the $47, they just would click here or here. And of course, if you want the 1,000, my special training on the 24th, you'll get to come on my paid mastermind at the 1,000. If you can come on at the 1,000, great. We're going to make sure you guys get all your questions answered. I've trained lots and lots of people. I think over 5,000 now in my career, and the original Fearless Mama was 3,500. So this one here is getting pretty popular, but we won't have that many on the training. We'll have probably at least maybe 50. I try to keep it like 50 to 60 because I still like to, get to everybody's questions. You know what I mean? That way it's just individualized. So, but that's how a Craigslist ad works with Get Fearless Freedom. I know it's pretty, like, sometimes people are like, wow, how's that do that automatically? Well, don't even ask me because my programmer programmed it. I'll show you guys in the back office. He had a API. He also is a programmer for a bank, a high security bank. So he created it right back here. This is where the auto response message goes. If you want to know that, I have instructions on that too, as well. So if I can do it, you guys can do it, because I sometimes get really lost when it comes to techie stuff, but I can actually follow instructions. So that's one good trait of mine. So yeah, so that's the Craigslist part. Very simple, isn't it? You probably thought it was gonna be a lot more complicated. We also have community Zoom masterminds back here. We upload back there. What else? Good features back there. That's why I say you can never get bored. There's probably over 80 videos back here. I'm going to be adding the top 5 strategies on how I'm, following up myself with my own lists, because like I said, you can use this for any opportunity. I'll show you again. I've done it before. I've shown it. These are all my categories and campaigns. I do love, obviously, well, now is my option, or my open to tell you that I do love offline advertising. If you want, you can message me if you're a member. You can do postcards, you can run a classified ad. So online advertising is great, cheaper. Offline advertising is also an option. So I have ran in the USA Today. So these are my categories where I can keep track of my spends. Does that make sense? Like when you're in a business and you want to crank it up to 5 and 6 figures, you're going to want to know, where is your traffic coming from? You're going to want to know. You're going to want to keep track. Like, okay, great. I made a sale on Facebook. Okay, great. Mark that down. All right. Well, that one worked. All right. I made a sale on Craigslist, check mark that. See what I mean? So you can actually target and know where your campaigns and where your traffic's coming from. So I just taught that to Kevin yesterday, actually, a gentleman that Rob's working with. But I was like, hey, don't give me the same link if you want to run traffic, because the thing is, if you're always giving out your same links, how are you going to know where it's coming from? So with Get Fearless Freedom, it's unlimited tracking. See? So you can go in there and you can say, oh, okay, well, I want to set up I've taught Mary Beth and everybody that has my system. You just go in here. Let's set up one for a cheap, ugly page. I nicknamed it. Let's do a cheap, ugly page tonight, And then, I actually created one that says they laughed at this cheap, ugly page until they saw it put $270,000 in my pocket. Like, you can come up with all sorts of names or whatever, right? So it's a very scalable opportunity. So when people say, well, how much money can I make? I'll say, well, how much money do you want? And again, results are based upon your efforts. So this is where it goes. It would go into the cheap, ugly page category. You would save the campaign. This is where you keep track of it. It would go, whoops, we got someone trying to come on. Entered the waiting room. Let's see, I don't recognize that name. We got here a couple people. Hey, Rob, you want to let them in?
I am.
Okay, cool. So we got people coming on, sometimes a little bit late. We're almost wrapping it up here. But this is literally where you can keep track. I have a video. It shows you how to do it, step-by-step video. So if you wanted to create, let's say, a whole nother set of Craigslist ads, you could probably do that. I have had people ask me if they can run multiple businesses with this Craigslist software. You would have to have just like 2 or 3 accounts. You would just have to pay, a couple $47. That's all a month. I mean, because it is possible you can do it, because again, it's on automation. So if you want to really super automate your business and you had 2 or 3, let's say you had another high ticket, or you had another business like my husband and Rob run, then you can have, because Rob and I both have an account. So Rob runs Bob's inventory with his Craigslist software. See what I mean? So there's really, the sky's the limit to this.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they don't mind posting an ad. A lot of people don't mind posting on Facebook or Instagram, but I tell you what, they look like a deer in headlights or a chipmunk with a piece of corn in front of them if a person asks information. I swear, people literally clam up. And so the auto reply software with Craigslist takes care of that, takes care of you being shy. And then you really know that they are interested by them opting in. And then from there, the email done for you marketing will help ease that, because they're going to start to get drip emails through my mom's amazing email. So I don't know if light bulbs just went off for anyone, but you're not talking to no one. My mom's taking care, as long as you have your campaign, your bridge page, or however you want to set it up, where it flows, right? And then from there, my mom's taking care of the emailing. So you're not talking to no one. And then can you just imagine that feeling? And it happens a lot where, Mary Beth will, got another 500, Robert. or whatever,
Yeah.
and we'll be, and it's because that's what happens. So there's no talk to them getting familiarized with these warm and inviting emails. That's what is so powerful about it. And that's why my mom's always telling me, hey, have you posted your ads today? I'm like, yes, I posted this one. So it's like, we
It's a
work together a
routine.
lot. So that's the cool thing about it is we do work a lot together. So it's like,
Mhm.
but that's what I like about Craigslist, and the Craigslist tool is actually really easy. The way I want to show you the way I did mine real quick, like it's just so simple. Okay, I'm just going to show you the way you can
And I like
do
what
it.
you said, Rob, tonight. How many people are shy on here? Like, how many people don't like even talking to anyone? Like, even if I gave you $1 million
Yeah.
tonight, like you wouldn't unmute because you just wouldn't do it. Like,
Yes. Yes.
like if I were to say unmute to the first person that they would get this coin tonight, if you unmute and say, hey, I want that coin, would you do it? Because I'll give it away to the person that unmutes and says their name and says why they love the Zoom tonight. I'll give it away tonight to the first person that unmutes and says I want it. My
Yes, I
God,
want.
there's shy
I
people.
want it.
No, no, no.
Not a member.
Who said it first?
Yeah, I want it.
Who said I want it?
Mail.
Mel, you got it. It's coming to you in the mail. Just inbox me your address.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, and there was another guy that said that tonight. Yuval?
Yes,
Be a
it's me.
member?
Yuval said that you want it.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta inbox me on Facebook your address and you'll get it. I gave away 2 coins tonight.
You have to be a member, right?
Nope,
Oh, well then me.
3. 3 people so far.
So this is all we did. Like for when I did the Craigslist autoresponder, it's so
Okay, one.
Now I got, I gave away 2. I actually gave away 3. We'll do 5 by the end. And then you'll sign up, right? Okay, Rob's gonna show you how he does his.
yeah. So
In fact, they've sold a lot of jewelry and things like that on Craigslist too, by the way, because you'll get into that kind of stuff in the back office of the mastery level.
yeah, in this case, for me though, the way I did it, you just will follow this instructions. So when you join tonight or you haven't set it up yet, it's very easy. You don't just go, by the way, to Craigslist.
No,
You don't just
gotta have
create
your
and
own
think
special.
ahead of the system. That's not what you do. There's a training here, but to cut to the chase, what you do is you put your best email, the email that you want to get receive notifications of persons wanting information, or you want to get notifications from Craigslist about you just posted an ad. So you put your best email, right? And then you put your auto response message. So in this case, it's like, hey, this is Robert, local guy that loves helping existing businesses or helping you quit your 9-to-5 job. And then I put the capture page right here. So you can hyperlink these things by clicking, do a word here, and then you can do the link here. There's the right here. You can just click here and you put the URL. Okay. So this is what I did. And then I go connect with me on Facebook today. And the people that reply actually are real people because they have to use their Gmail account a lot of times, or sometimes it will pop up like with their client, the email clients gives like a long text to reply to Craigslist. So it tricks Craigslist. So you put your real email. You don't, mind you, you don't create an account yet. That's the key. You don't create an account yet. You put your real email, the one that you need, then your ad copy, however you want to do it, font size, all that. Okay. And then you click save. Once you're saved, you're going to get this right here, the actual Get Fearless Freedom, the account. We actually have you, it's like a looped account. It's essentially tricking Craigslist, but still keeping within terms and conditions. So it's really, really awesome. They like it because they get money, they get viewers and everything, and then it works for you too. So there you go. You go like this, and you go into your nearest city. You don't do cities that are 10 hours away. You do it in the nearest city. So in this case, you just literally go like this, and I already have an account, but you click create account. You will get an email through the very email that you put on in Get Fearless Freedom, your favorite one. You're going to get an email. Hello, Anne. You just created a Craigslist account. Click here to confirm, to create your password. You do it, and it's literally magical because Craigslist, the Hyperloop, where here we go, it basically hyper connected over and made Craigslist think that the account is created. It's like a backdrop type of thing within our system. So this software alone, just think about, it's literally worth just thousands upon the thousands of dollars, because if you're running, you're trying to run, maybe you have a place in Austin, Texas, you want to run an ad, and you're nearby, there you go. Post in Austin, post in maybe a city near you, as long as it's within, it's roughly around 2 to 3 hours, but I can't give you advice on where to post. We're just a reply software. That's it. That is all we are. We're not Craigslist. We're not solely responsible for anything, the band, nothing. We're just simply a reply software. Now, the people that use it and they follow these instructions properly, and they do use the ad copy, and they do change up the wording, and they do everything right, I've had everyone have great success that I've helped with. Now, there are certain exceptions that, like for instance, like people, they'll come to me and they're like, oh, well, I didn't do that. You mean I had to create an account just with it? I go, yes, look, it's right here. You had to create an account with the address we give you. So it's pretty awesome, amazing software. It tells you submit, and then
It doesn't take very long at all to post an ad. It's like
No.
5 minutes, and we give you the ad copy right in the group. When you search in the group, I have lots and lots of ad copies so that we're not all getting flagged. I'm always coming up with like new wording, like new ads. You can even put like a couple like money signs, whatever it is in the ad, just so that the Craigslist, like they call them like little bots that, so it doesn't pick up your ad and flag it. Because that's the last thing you want, is for the ads to be all looking the same. I've taught everybody to, do them. That's why I'm actually doing this tonight too, because we have some people in other parts of the world that are now putting ads up, and we want to make sure that they're doing it correctly. You know what I mean? So, in fact, I think one of Mary Beth's members right now is posting in the paid group saying that he wants a replay of this. He can still jump on live if he wanted. But yeah, so that's what you want to do, is what Rob said, just follow the instructions in the back and you'll be fine. I mean, honestly, there's sky's the limit with this opportunity. You can post anywhere you want. Just don't use like junk traffic. I had to tell 3 people when we first relaunched that please don't use that kind of traffic. It was penny traffic, and it was horrible, and it was slowing everybody's sites down. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was just really tough. My programmer had to block the traffic on the pages because it was about ready to shut everybody's down. I don't know where the traffic was coming from, if it was coming from Russia or something, I don't know. But it was really strange. So other than that, you're good. I shouldn't have a problem with what you do with the kind of traffic. Okay. I just wanted to say that I'm really protective of my members. It's our living. You know what I mean? Like it's what we do for a living. So I'm like, if someone does something and they come in, I'm a little protective. Fearless mama when it comes to that. So